PlayStation just announced the end of physical games. Sony states that starting January 2028, all new PlayStation games will be digital only. That means going forward, there will be no more discs, period. This is happening right after they decided to pull over 500 movies from users' libraries because of licensing agreements, movies that they already purchased. And if you think video games are all that different from movies in that regard, they're not. We have officially entered the all-digital future, and maybe it's more convenient, but convenience and ownership are not the same thing. When every game lives behind a storefront, and every purchase is an access key, the only way to preserve gaming history is to keep someone else's server running, which makes us ever more reliant on technology we do not control. That's when you stop owning the things you love and start renting access to them. The fight to preserve physical media was never about rejecting new technology. It was about making sure when this day finally came, we still had something they couldn't take away from us. Because the ability to rent cool stuff is great, but some things are still worth owning.
We can stop this from happening. We can keep physical media alive if we just vote with our wallets. If everyone cancels their PlayStation Plus subscription today, the millions of dollars that Sony is going to start hemorrhaging instantly will make them reevaluate, and they will walk back their decision to stop with physical media in 2028. Same thing with GTA 6. If no one pre-orders it, they're going to have to rethink their policy. If no one buys it and they just decide, hard no, we're not going to stand for this, make a physical game, we can stop this from happening as a community. A lot of you don't understand how dangerous this situation can get, because you might think that games are getting expensive now with these $70 price tags. This is just the beginning if it becomes a complete monopoly on a digital storefront. Because if you can no longer get secondhand copies of games from third-party retailers or on marketplace secondhand or lending games to your friends, and you can only get it from Sony, they can just price gouge whatever they want. It'll be a Ticketmaster situation for every single game. Sure, in the case of Sony and in GTA, when these games get older, they do tend to get cheaper and they go on sale often. But when companies such as Nintendo follow suit, those games never go on sale. And when you can't buy that game except for on the digital storefront, you're going to have to pay full price regardless. You're just going to have to pay full price for game after game after game. And we need to stop this as a gaming community. How can we do this? We need to stop giving money to these big first-party studios, to Sony, to Nintendo, all of these things. I'm sure everyone has a massive, insane backlog of games that they want to play. We need to stop buying the new thing and borrow games from the library or play our insane backlog of games that we already own. And whilst we're doing that, the industry will hemorrhage money and they'll have to rethink their business practices. We can stop this from happening. We just need to unite together.
A big fuck you to Sony, because I'm sure you've all seen, but as of 2028, they've announced that you will no longer be able to get discs for your PlayStation. It will all be digital download, which once again is just corporate greed trying to rinse consumers out of everything they have while simultaneously telling them you have no consumer rights, and as of 2028, you will own nothing you buy. And on top of that, it will aid to killing the second-hand market. It means I can no longer buy a game second-hand at a cheaper price. It also means that I can't buy a game, a physical disc version, and lend it to a friend to play so they don't have to buy it because they might not have the money. Once again, gaming is becoming a hobby that if you don't have money, you cannot participate. And the only saving grace that people had if they didn't have the funds was they can borrow it from a friend. They can get it secondhand on Vinted. If they take away the disc, they take away the secondhand market. On top of that, it just takes away actually, one, owning it, and two, being able to gift it. I personally buy physical discs to gift to people on Christmas. No longer can you do that. And I know a lot of people will be saying, well, I digital download all my stuff. A lot of people do. What's the problem? But the problem is that Sony is outright just telling you to your face that you will own nothing as of 2028 and they expect you to not care. It is them taking the option away from you to be able to own a disc or not own a disc. And honestly, while I'm at it, already is in a rubbish place and it's only going to keep getting worse. And honestly, Xbox, you have a thing that you can do here if you don't follow suit. Trust me, I think a lot of people will agree. Come 2028, even diehard PlayStation players will most likely move to Xbox to be able to have a disc. And on the flip side, if Xbox decides to follow in the footsteps of PlayStation, I honestly will be trying to find some sort of console to be playing physical on, or I would just go back to my old consoles like I have now. I'm playing the shit out of my PS1 and PS2. Or a lot of people would just go get a PC. At least with a PC, you can get games for like £3, or you can pirate them.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. So at this point, bro, I gotta say, bro, I don't know about PlayStation no more. You know, I'ma definitely keep it for the GTA 6, but I'm looking at y'all real funny right now. Cause if you don't know, bro, PlayStation just announced that in 2028, they not dropping no more physical copies. Nah, bro, I'm not messing with that. Even though I get a lot of games digital, bro, we all know how clutch them physical copies is. Y'all see I got them on the wall right here. Something about having that physical copy, bro, even if you're not playing the game, bro, years later, you might just want to, you feel me, see how it was in the past. Or just have that memory of playing the game and you actually got the physical memory of it. If they do this, bro, just know you will never truly own any game that you buy. If you can come to terms with that and you cool with that, then you straight. I already know if y'all don't have the Wi-Fi going on PlayStation, bro, you can't even really play any games. So imagine one day your Wi-Fi go out and you got every single game digital. You're cooked, bro. Like I said, bro, I don't know how I feel about this right now. Them physical discs, bro, they hold a special place in my heart, bro. I remember scrubbing them when they got messed up. I'm scrubbing them with the toothbrush and the toothpaste, literally cooking up remedies so I can get the scratches off my disc just so I can hop on the game, man. And the cases too, like the cases are legendary, bro. Looking at the case, seeing the back of it, seeing the cover of it, bro, that's like a part of gaming, bro. And lastly, dog, I got the digital PS5 right here, bro, and it has no space on it. The base version of it is trash with space. Bro, like I could probably have 3 of the big games and like 2 smaller ones, and then I'm cooked on storage. So if everybody rocking digital, right? Imagine how much them little terabyte memory cards, like imagine how high the price gonna go up. Come on, bro, this is, I don't know, bro, I can't rock with this one.
Fuck you, PlayStation. PlayStation confirmed that they are not making physical games come 2028. And from that point further, all games will be digital. Not only that, they announced that the PS3 and PS Vita store are closing next summer. There are titles on that console that can only be played digitally on that console. Unless you want to use that whack-ass streaming shit on the PS5, that game is gone forever. This is why I tell y'all, never sell your physical media and pirate as much shit as possible. Because at any given moment, they can just say, you know what, you ain't gonna be able to play that game you bought. And we gonna shut them servers down whenever we feel like it, bro. This is some hot bullshit.
It's getting strange out here. As you can see, we're in trouble. Sony just did the unthinkable, meaning that soon as January 2028 arrive, they're gonna discontinue the disc on all PS5 consoles. I know it's a sad situation because a lot of people still use the disc and prefer disc. Everybody don't like digital. And then when it comes to buying a video game, sometimes people just want to have the disc. I'm one of them. And a lot of gamers are furious because of this. A lot of Americans are furious because of this, because everything is going up. The cost of living is continuing to rise. The country is still going under. And a lot of people are furious because of this. I don't blame them. It's a sense of control. At the end of the day, it's like, why you keep giving the consumers things by default? They didn't ask for this. And I know in some cases, digital is better, but not in all cases. When it comes to video games, as you can see, what if people can't afford the brand new ones and they wanted to buy the used ones? And games are $80 now. I remember when games used to be $60. Like I was stating to you earlier, I haven't played a game since 2018. And I'm still looking forward to buying a new Xbox. Like I was telling y'all better go to Xbox. You see what I'm saying? You see what Sony would do? They done switched up on their people. I am an Xbox fan. I only had one PlayStation. And I told y'all my favorite game was on there, Fighting Force. And I'm still going to get an Xbox because I want to play GTA 6. I can't wait. And they know a lot of people are waiting for their new GTA. That's all I really play. Grand Theft Auto on 2K. And I'm thinking about getting a gaming channel because I do miss playing the game. But it's just going to take the excitement out the game. And then they closing down the stores on PlayStation 3. And they just doing this to just make more money. I feel like it's just going to take up space on your console, and then you're going to have to delete it anyway. It's just crazy. So if you don't have the system with enough space, they're probably going to sell you like a storage so you can keep playing the games with more space. And it's just one thing after another, because that's just sad. And I don't think they should just put everything digital, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What happened to that? They just do what they want to do. You see what I'm saying? We don't even have no rights as Americans, as a gamer. Why would you destroy a gamer's spirit doing that? And everybody can't afford $80 games. Let me know if you can afford it with this inflation. I remember I used to go to GameStop, buy games on sale. But I didn't do that for a long time. I stopped buying games from GameStop because I couldn't afford it. I used to buy games from a friend. So I used to never go to the GameStop. I used to just buy the games off of him because they were so expensive. Everything is just getting out of hand with the cost of living, and people are just mad. And a lot of people are thinking about just boycotting PlayStation. They don't want to play PlayStation no more. They're thinking about other things. So hopefully PlayStation get this together, because I do think they did this to just try to take advantage. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. So let me know how y'all feel about this, because it's a crazy world. Leave it in the comments, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.